I'm much more open. I guess because I'm older and
damaged too.
I don't want to
He's
say
damaged
I'm
goods too. Brothers, you are damaged goods too. If you out here sowing your seeds, sleeping with every female that takes a meal, you're damaged goods too. Let's just put that out there. It's not just the women.
No, I'm 36.
36. Okay. I talk to a lot of people. Okay, 36. What's going on with you?
Okay, so basically, I always wanted to get married, but just being serious with someone, I don't know, maybe till like about 32, I just didn't think about it. I just was still having fun.
Okay. And what does that mean?
It's a good question.
Just dating, casually dating people, not necessarily having sex with them. But of course, everyone wants to have sex.
Yeah.
So it's like I'm playing football and I'm trying to pass the goal without doing it. In a way,
just about being a hoe.
So you're robbing me.
Robbing
a little.
Not a little.
I want to say about this. So, what I hear so many women say. You hear women that they make a full-time living out of going on dates. Got men buying them, different men buying them 3 meals 3 days a week, 3 times a day. I mean, because they going on dates. Men buying them meals, and you ain't having sex with them. You robbing them.
I mean, this is where you ladies got to start. See, what men want to hear from y'all is the truth.
Yeah. Well, I'm giving it to you.
Well, because you want a man to spend his time, attention, resources on you, and the whole deal is sex.
Mm-hmm.
How would you feel if on payday they played football with your ass?
No, okay, look it. This is what I'm saying. But guys that you're just dating, I don't want to. I want to say after I go on a few dates with you, then I might want to have sex with you, but I just don't want to have sex with you. Huh?
Bullshit. You're a grown woman. You're a grown woman. Okay, we're gonna be honest. We're gonna be honest. You're a grown woman.
Mm-hmm.
You're not a virgin, and you and I both know that a woman makes up her mind whether or not she wants to have sex with a man. You know if you're gonna have sex with him or not.
Okay, maybe
hold on. Okay, no. It doesn't play over here. You're 36. You're not 22. This part, you're not listening. This is why men are walking away from marrying and dealing with y'all because you're not honest.
Mm-hmm.
There are men you have slept with and didn't require 3 or 4 or 5 dates.
Ooh.
All right.
So he's saying you pick and choose who you be easy with. And you know what? I'm not one of these who are, try 3 dates and then see if you want to have sleep with them. I'm like, to me, dating shouldn't include sex at all. Sex should be left on the table for people who are ready to be in a serious relationship because it develops so much toxicity. The world isn't talking about that. We only talking about, like she said, casually dating. People are casually having sex, casually dating, and then wondering why they sick all the time, wondering why they STDs is a thing, and wondering why they not really that happy. And marriage isn't on the table for everybody. So I'm speaking solely to Christians. Really, I'm speaking solely to people who claim to be followers of Jesus Christ. Everybody else do what they want to do. That's their business. But if you are someone who wants and believes that you are a representation of Christ, you should have a completely different standard of living. You should not be living by the standards that the rest of the world lives by, as far as dating and sex and things of that nature.
Then that's the bottom line. That's the base price. And to men, it's like, if he can get it for this price, why do I have to do all this? That's why I say, ladies, do not go out on date number 1 with a man that you are not sexually attracted to. Do not go on date number 1. Don't go out there talking about our date to see if I like you. French toast that. Keep your ass at home. Don't take his money. Ask all the questions you need to do. Because if you go out with us, we're expected to smash.
Okay, look it. I'm gonna give you an example. I have dated and dealt with people that I didn't actually were attracted to them when I first met them, but as I got to know them, I did become attracted to them. So that can happen too. You know,
this is what women do. They play games with the possibility of sex. The guys you went out with, were you paying all the bills? Were you paying for everything? 100%?
Hell no.
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 Then it's bullshit.
I wonder who bought her them earrings.
It's bullshit. I mean, you said this.
Not saying that I expect for them to pay all the time, because I'm a nice girl. I'm from California. You know, we're.
It has nothing to do with it. I mean, it's not
that matter.
Look, did you grow up with your father?
My father died when I was 11 years old.
Well, you should have heard this somewhere in your life. Don't accept nothing from a man that you don't expect to do something for.
Okay.
Yeah.
So.
And I just want to say it can happen that you meet somebody, you're not initially attracted to them, and then you get to know them, and then you're more attracted to them. It can and it does happen. But where is the man at now? She ain't with them now, so wasn't that attracted to them. It didn't go anywhere. It didn't last.
Oh, what you're talking about? What you're talking about? See, this is why so many women in your age range are going to be destined to be alone, because you're still trying to pretty it up. What you did was you ran game, you hustled, and you deceived dudes. And then you wonder why these guys get out here and become mean and fuck boys. Because they run into women like you playing games.
Yeah.
Okay, so from here
what's wrong with being upfront and saying, I'm not sexually attracted to you, I'm not going to go on a date with you?
Everybody's playing games though.
What's wrong with just doing that?
Nothing, because sometimes, you know, I mean, I'll just say, no, thank you, I'm not interested. I say that. And some guys, they might be mad. Now.
But you didn't do it then.
I didn't know how. I didn't have the knowledge to do that.
Okay, but you did know they wanted to have sex.
Yes. Who doesn't? I mean, it's kind of like.
But you weren't. That's the point.
Yeah, I didn't want to.
Well, see, that's the point. See, I want you guys to understand. Women know we want to have sex. They want to have sex. But see, what they do is you sit around and say, well, he accepted the date. He didn't have to do it. If you had a son, would you want somebody to treat your son that way?
So she's saying basically, even if I'm not attracted to him, I'm gonna accept the date because it come with benefits, but I'm not gonna give him none. Lord Jesus. I saw an episode of Hardly Initiated, and a pastor was talking, a single pastor. He discussed why he don't date. He said because it's prostitution. Because the man is taking a woman out, like he said, particularly for the reasons to get some coup. That's why they taking these women out. That's why they offering dates, because they're hoping it's solely for the purposes of sex. Have mercy. So why do women date? If you're not trying to have sex, it'd be like you shouldn't even be dating.
No, but I will.
And that's it. There's no but. See, anything you say before but is bullshit. And here's the thing: you're still in the dating market, right? Do you want to be married one day?
I want to have kids and get married, but
all right. Well, the way you're coming across is your mindset is still where it was.
And get married.
Yeah.
It's a chameleon rebel. And men pick up on this kind of stuff because you do not get, how tall are you?
I'm 5'2".
Dress size?
A 2.
So a woman who is cute, over 30, single, childless, it's crazy. That's what because you have run across plenty of suitable men, and you've gotten to be this age and unmarried with no kids, and that's what men think. So
I don't completely agree with that. I don't feel like women or anyone should rush into marriage and children. I've been married since I was 19 years old, and I've had children since I was 15. This is not an easy life. This is not, especially when you're young in your early 20s. It's not easy, and I don't recommend people rush into it. That's what I recommend people. You let God tell you, not your coochie, not your penis. You let God tell you who and when to settle down, because you could be one of, but she, like she said, she was having fun. So that means she's been sleeping around, racking up her numbers, that's what we used to call it. We got players on the bench. She got players on the bench, and she just been racking up the notches on her belt. And now she's trying to settle down, but you so ran through, you so worn out. Men are like, what's wrong with you? And do I want to be the one to clean that up? And it goes the same. We can't just talk about women. It's not just women, because what we do is we criminalize women for sleeping around, but we tell men it's okay. And he's damaged too. He's damaged goods too. Brothers, you are damaged goods too. If you out here sowing your seeds, sleeping with every female that takes a meal, you're damaged goods too. Let's just put that out there. It's not just a women problem that's out here sleeping around and be ran through and wore down. These men is wore down too.
the thing is what you want, cool. How do you plan on getting what you want?
Well, now I'm just putting myself out there a little bit more.
To do what?
Than what I was in the past. I was so...
Putting yourself out how, though?
At what point, I just wanted to date an athlete or a basketball player or a rapper or something. I would only try to be, in the area or go to clubs, try to meet those type of people. But now I'm much more open. I guess because I'm older and I don't know.
Could you hold the phone?
Stay delay. Or rapper or something. I will only try to
in the background,
be, in the area or go to clubs, try to meet those type of people. But now I'm much more open. I guess because I'm older and
somebody in the background.
I don't want to say I'm settling, but I'm just more open. I'm more mature.
Did you go to college? Did you hold the phone steady?
I went to school.
Could you hold the phone
steady?
Huh?
I went to Cal State LA.
Okay, could you just hold the phone steady because it's moving all up? Could you set it down?
Oh.
So it doesn't move? Because I don't know if you ladies...
So she can't get her camera together. Let's get through this. Let's skip over all of this dysfunction.
36, and you say you want to have kids and all this other stuff. And here's what men are saying. All right, I need to know about her mindset. And what you're saying is I put myself out there. But what are you putting out there?
What are you putting out there?
My look. What else do they want me to put?
I
mean, like, I can talk to somebody and, my brain or whatever, but after a while.
Lord, he said, what are you putting out there? She said, my look. So she said she got a college degree, but you don't got nothing else to offer. Girl, you 36. Lord Jesus, you is not no wife. You is not a wife. He said you for the streets, girl. Jesus.
They can't see. I can't see. So anyways, I might not like them like they like me. I might be a little more sweeter than what they thought I was. They might have thought I was a mean, bad girl, but really I'm not, So you just never know. Or then I thought I met somebody that I really was interested in that was in the music industry. But come to find out, he wanted to date girls that made more money than him.
I asked you, basically, what are you putting out there? And you said your look.
Nothing. She don't got
What
nothing.
else am I supposed to look?
Have mercy.
I mean, what else am I supposed to
help
put
us,
out
Lord.
there?
Help this.
Okay, let's go with that. How many kids do you want to have?
2, or I'll be fine with 1.
Can you turn off the TV or whatever? Who's that? It's a background noise. What is that?
My friend talking. I want to be a part of it too.
No.
You already tell me you got a boyfriend. You just talking to that.
I have a boyfriend, but I mean, he's a boyfriend. We not married, so that means I'm
I
still
agree on
single.
If you ain't married, you
That's
single.
true.
No,
I agree
I'm
with that.
single. If I'm not married, I'm single. No, we not.
Girl.
That's not your boyfriend, is it?
No.
All right. Do you have another room we can go into?
Yes.
Why don't you do that?
You gonna let her go into a different room.
Stop. Turn off your comments or whatever so you can focus on the conversation. I'm trying to have a conversation.
Yeah, I'm talking to you.
What percentage of the family financial load do you want to have to be responsible for a lifetime?
Mm-hmm.
For your 2 kids and your husband, what percentage of the overall family financial load? Meaning, do you want your kids to be able to go to college if they want to?
Yes.
How much financial
Do you
load?
want to be able to travel nationally and internationally with your family?
Yeah, I already had traveled by myself, but yes,
Okay.
if I was dating my husband, I
Ma'am,
would.
let me.
Yes, I don't want to have to pay for anything if I'm
Okay, so you want to be a housewife?
Yes.
No,
Okay.
you damn
Were you
fool.
raised to be a wife?
Hell no.
All my grandmas and my mom was.
That's a
wife.
yes or no. That's a yes or no.
Yes.
She lying.
Your mother was a
She
housewife?
lying.
Yes.
She lying.
Your father died at what age?
My father died when he was.
When
30.
you were what age? When you were what
Oh,
age?
I was 11, but my mom never married my dad. She married my stepdad. So when I was born, I first knew my stepdad before I knew my dad.
How many children did your mother have? How many children?
4.
Any sisters?
I have 3 sisters. They all have kids.
Excuse me.
Except me.
Excuse me. It's 4 girls?
5. 3 girls, 1 boy.
So your mother, but they're not married?
One of my sisters is my younger sister.
But the other ones aren't? And the ones that aren't married have children?
Mm-hmm.
So ma'am,
Lord.
were they raised in a household with you?
Yep.
Then you weren't raised to be a housewife.
Yeah.
I'm the oldest. I don't know. I didn't do what they did. They didn't do what I did. I did everything separate and different than how they did.
Ma'am, don't get defensive.
Oh, I understand what you're saying.
Yeah, folks be.
Well, do you think you're moving like a woman who's a housewife?
No.
Why not?
That's not, no. You don't answer a question with a question. I ask you a question. Do you feel like do you think you're moving like a woman who's a housewife?
Yes.
Lies.
I take care. I have.
Is the house a cave?
No, listen.
You're moving like a damn barbarian. There's no listen, ma'am. You're talking about you went around. You were grouping for athletes. You manipulated dudes. You got a boyfriend now, and now you want to be a housewife, and all you bring to the table is your looks. And I'm just going with it. But how much is a man going to have to pay your 36-year-old self to be a housewife?
Yeah.
How much is he going to have to make to take care of you and 2 kids?
Yeah.
Whatever it is to maintain the life.
What state do you live in?
I have 2 residents. I live in Texas, and I also live in Los Angeles. And I pay both my rents by myself. My boyfriend has.
Congratulations. I don't care if you can do what adults do. I'm really doing my best, man, but you're about to make me go there.
I want
This is because of your
I
attitude. I need you to chill out. 5 seconds.
Okay.
This is not a good place to be in. I'm trying to have a conversation with you, but you're over here trying to cap or whatever, and I don't do that.
She lying.
Mm-hmm.
I asked you how much would a man need to make to provide for you and 2 children annually?
Probably about $200,000.
In what state?
California, both in California.
Man, no way. I just left LA. 2 slices of pizza and a soda is $17.
Well, where were you?
No, ma'am. I was in LA. Look, ma'am, I do this for, listen, this is part of the problem. You ladies don't know how much it costs to be a man in charge of stuff.
Lord have mercy.
$200,000 in LA? No way. You want upper class children. Each one of your children is going to cost around $480,000 to raise. That's almost $1 million worth of kids. Plus, you don't plan on doing anything. And he has to pay all your bills, all your things, and you.
Have mercy.
And then he has he has to have what he does. You're talking every bit about $400,000 a year.
Have mercy. So, I just want to point out, my husband does not make millions of dollars a year. Neither do I. But we have two incomes because I'm fully aware that I can't be a housewife. I can work part-time and do work from home, but I cannot be a full-time housewife. I can't. It's not feasible. We need two incomes. And you don't want to you really don't want to be a housewife. Please, girl, please. You don't want to be no housewife. I did it. I tried it. Unless you are one of these women who love being a mother, that children are your life's joy, and you love cleaning and you love cooking, that's a housewife. Being a housewife, I think, is the hardest job. I think it's the hardest job there is, and I couldn't do it. I'd rather work. I'd rather have a job. And me and my friend was talking about that. You get a job to get away from the housework. You get a job to get away from the children. You don't have to do that on a full-time basis, to be perfectly honest. Women think they want to be a housewife because it sounds good. I don't want to have to pay for nothing. He paid for everything. And so, but you don't, I talked about American women, there's not too many. I won't say all. There's not too many that are actually doing housewife things. I'm not a housewife. I'm not going to even lie and act like I ever wanted to be a housewife. I work from home and I work part-time, and I've had hustles, but I make sure I'm at least home enough and with low stress levels so that when my husband comes home, I can make sure he has everything he needs and make sure my children have everything they need. So emotionally, and make sure food is ready. For me personally, I can't do the mothering, the wifing, and working full time. I can't. And my husband is perfectly understanding that I can work part time. And if he wants all of the pleasures and the pleasures and the rights of a happily married woman, I need to work part-time. If you want me to be feminine and blow your socks off when you get home from work, I can't be working no full-time, and I ain't even gonna try. I ain't trying to impress nobody. So women got to be realistic with this thing. If you looking for a man to pay for everything, he got to make a lot of money. And sister, you too old for them kind of men. 36 years old, and you cute, but the man making the kind of money you think he's supposed to make so you can be a housewife ain't picking you. They ain't picking women like yourself. It's a sad reality.
That's why you're talking about athletes and musicians and all that other kind of stuff. And that's cool. And what percentage of men make that kind of money?
Maybe 10, 15. I don't know, not that much.
Do you care if he's black? Do you care if he's black or not?
In California.
Do you care if he's black or not?
Yeah, I want him to be black.
So what percentage of black men? What percentage of black men? What? See, when I'm talking, that means you stop. That's the only one rule. Can we agree to that one, please?
Yeah. Yes.
Because it's disrespectful. What percentage of black men earn over $400,000? You say 10, 15%?
Maybe 30.
And where'd you go to college?
Cal State LA.
Would you be surprised to find out that 10% of American males earn $100,000 or more? 10% make $100,000 or more. When you're talking about making $250,000 or more, that's 3%. Making $400,000, you're talking about 1% of American men. And when you talk about black men, it's roughly about 10%, half of 1%. So if I had 100 black men, you're talking about one in that room. And let me ask you this. That one man can meet your socioeconomic standards, right? Which are pretty high. That means he can meet a lot of women. Why would he choose you over the thousands of other women who are coming at him?
Because I'm natural and I am willing to work. I have been working if I needed to. And I don't have any kids, and I'm cute, and I'm willing and able to do what I need to do as a wife or mother. What more would he want? I don't, I'm not fat. I got a degree. It's not a master's, but it's something.
So you think a man goes out here and makes himself a top 1% man and that's like an athlete. And to win at that level, what do you get if you win? What do you get when you win a championship?
A ring.
Or what is it commonly known as? A trophy, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Are you a trophy wife?
I can be.
Right.
I didn't ask, can you? Are you a trophy wife?
Definitely I am.
What would you rank yourself? Just your face, fresh face out of the shower.
Well, I'm fresh right now, so I'll say like an 8.
An 8? So you put yourself up there with Beyonce?
Yeah. Okay. I'm a little bit younger than Beyonce, and I still look like I'm in my 20s.
So, again, you're Monique. You think that a man, just because you're natural and you're cute, what else could he want? All right,
and I have a bachelor.
Hey.
Okay.
So, do you plan on homeschooling your children?
No.
If I don't private school or public school?
Probably private.
Okay. So, do you plan on having a housekeeper?
Definitely.
A maid?
I have one now.
So you're gonna have someone else to help prepare meals too?
No, I cook really well.
Okay. So in other words, all you're going to do is incubate a child.
No. You make that sound so funny.
Dogs to the streets, he said
you
again.
You weren't famous before you are now.
He said it again.
You said she belongs to the streets. Look, I waited so long to be able to have kids and to do everything. I always wanted to really do everything right. So that's why I never.
Why are you? What kind of professions would a man need to have in order to make $400,000 or more legally?
Maybe a lawyer. I dated a few lawyer people before.
I wonder what her degree is in.
Lawyer people.
I don't know, a professional. And
No. I want specifics. You're 30, almost 40. You're closer to 40 than you are to 30. I need you a little more specific. You said a lawyer. You dated lawyer people. Okay, good. You dated lawyer people. What other kind? Okay.
I dated.
What? No. I asked you what kind of professions. We got a
teacher, a lawyer.
Excuse me. What kind of teacher?
What kind of teacher was he? An English teacher.
At what level?
High school.
High school English teachers make almost $500,000 a year, do they?
No. Probably. I don't know. It didn't seem like that much, but yeah, they weren't poor. They have a nice car. They know if they make, depending on what district they're in or what city, then yeah.
So I want you to understand. So the people at the local high school are making $400,000 on a teaching certificate.
Well, I mean, depends on where you say local. You mean local?
Yeah. Okay. What else, man? Okay, man. Okay. Teachers. Then what else? Lawyers and teachers. What else?
regular working people that own
No, professions, man. I'm asking. This is just something. It's not a trick question.
That means she don't know
you
nothing.
Want a man that's earning this kind of money, you should at least.
That means she don't know nothing about none of the niggas she been goosing. That's what she's saying. I don't know nothing about him. I just been goosing them.
Yeah, but understand what you should do for a living.
I dated people that.
I didn't ask who you dated. I asked you what kind of professions.
Cannabis.
Cannabis is not a profession. Cannabis is a rapper, but it's not a profession.
I'm talking about in the medical marijuana industry.
Like no money like that.
Okay.
Like,
what else? What else?
And who else have I dated?
I have not, ma'am. Please look forward. Ma'am, I need you to look forward. I need you. See, you're talking again, and I'm. I asked you what professions. I'm not asking you who you dated. I'm simply asking you of the wide world out there, what kind of professions would a man need to have to make $400,000 or more legally? At 36 years old and a college graduate, you should be able to focus and answer that question.
Probably a barber that works on set. It's just different. It just depends on what level you on of your profession. Period. You could be a barber and you could a barber off.
So I want you guys to understand. I want you to understand, ma'am, do not overtalk me. Fuck is wrong with you?
You don't be playing.
I've asked you that so many times.
I want you. Okay, I'm answering the question. You get it,
but you cannot overtalk me.
Okay, I'm listening now.
Ma'am, you're talking about lawyers, teachers, cannabis, and a barber. Only one of those has the potential of really doing that consistently. And that's only some sort of attorneys. And my point is, man, if you can't identify the professions that a man must have, how are you going to identify which man you need to put yourself in front of? Since you said you're putting yourself out there more.
Come on.
You can't even tell us what professions.
I just did.
No, you really didn't. Because in the comment section, you don't see all these hearts going up.
I don't see anything.
I'm in the comment section when this video is over, and you hear people talking about a teacher or a barber making $400,000. They're not going to be very kind. Please, ma'am, stop. I'm trying to help you. Stop.
Okay.
They're not going to be very kind because it sounds crazy. And at the end I will shut this shit down and finish it on my own. I don't need, you've already fucked yourself up enough. I'm trying to help you dig your way out. But if you really want me to, I'll finish it on my own. Man, you're 36 years old. You're talking about what, and all you're talking about is you bring your cute self to the table. That's a just reward. That's a just trophy. And you're going to have kids in private school and a housekeeper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you earn over six figures?
Definitely.
What's your profession?
Right now, I'm a stripper. I dance all over. I go state to state. Because you know why?
There you go, people.
I was working as a...
There you go.
I was working...
There you go, people.
And see, some other things.
I knew 15 minutes ago what I was talking to. And it's not about being a dancer. I did business at clubs. I like strippers and that's good, but it's about a mindset. You ain't learned nothing. You ain't learned nothing because you still talking like you on the pole. You still talking like a 19-year-old girl.
Okay.
You don't even know the professions. You've been in these places. You dance. You got money. You haven't even been able to identify your targets appropriately. Low class, low rent, low rank. Get out of here.
Ooh. He is cold. He is cold. I have never watched any of his interviews. I just heard about him and what he says to people. He is cold, honey, but he ain't wrong. It's not about her profession, it's her mindset. She's still her mindset is she's a whole mindset. She thinks she want to be a wife, but her standards of what a wife lifestyle is going to look like is distorted. Girl, all that money you're making, start a business. If you're a stripper and you making money, start a legit business. Don't just ride on that stripper money. Do something productive with that money. Do something with that money that's going to last you into your old age. You can't be a stripper forever. Do something with that money, that all that you making 6 figures. Start 5 businesses. What is you doing? What is you doing? Lord have mercy. And if you are a housewife with a man with a lot of money, you should have your own interests. You should have your own things you got going on that interest you. You should have your own kind of your own side hustles that bring in income, not just for yourself, but as a, we're a team. This is for both of us. So he doesn't have to do everything for you, because if he dies or y'all get divorced, yeah, you might get that spousal support, but you're still I don't agree with women getting the spousal support and just living off spousal support. Have a business, have interests, have things that you're good at. Please have your own thing going on. Men cannot stand a woman that he's her everything. Men don't want that. Men want a woman who is interesting and interested in him. So, oh Lord, that was funny. That was hilarious. She's for the streets. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe on this one, honey. That was good. Blessings to everybody. Holy Ghost flock. Don't forget to check me out on Face and Check Yourself on Flying with Purpose, my other channel. Blessings to y'all, and catch Exceptional Women Unknown. I love you guys.